question is, when does somebody need an orthotic? What is the indication for an orthotic? So first you have to start by assessing the foot rather than just going into orthotic. Does somebody need a generic, just like an over-the-counter orthotic, or do they need some sort of custom, or do they need just to exercise or rehab their feet? And my opinion is that whether you're going to put someone in an orthotic or not, they should be rehabbing their feet, because the way that we wear footwear these days, our feet, our small intrinsic muscles in the feet get weaker. Eventually later down the road will lead to balance disorders and lead to falls. So we'll talk about the exercise real quick, but I want to show you one way that we assess how much drop there is in the arch. Some pronation is natural. You need that normal mechanism. But when it becomes abnormal, then you start to compromise muscle loading in the feet. So we have a new technology in the office from Mojo Feet, and we're able to assess the foot, how much drop there is, before deciding if we're going to put someone in a cast. So we have Leonardo G here, and he has been rehabbing his feet on the Toe Pro. He does this every day. And this is a great way to strengthen up the small muscles of the feet. And based on research, for every 1% increase in strength of these small toe muscles, you have a 6% reduction in falls, which is cool. But for you, he's just trying to get faster. So let's go ahead and cast his foot. You moved it. Okay. So the way that I do orthotic is I'll cast for a corrected position rather than just a neutral position. Okay. Good. All right, lift, don't move. So then we have our corrected impression here, and we're going to go ahead and put it on the machine. So, and we're going to scan it. So rather than just give a two-dimensional picture like when you go into Walmart or where one of these stores, this is going to give a three-dimensional rendering of the foot. Okay, so it gives a lot of measurements in there. But what's cool about it is then we go ahead and have them stand on it to see how much drop there is, and it's going to give us how many millimeters and what percentage drop there is. So you're going to put your foot in the exact same position. All right, and now you're going to stand up and put all your weight on the right foot. Stand up. Yep. Good. Go ahead down. So then we're going to put it back on here, and we're going to take another shot of it, and then we're able to analyze how much drop there is. So you could see he went from 15 millimeters to 9. So he actually, because of the way that his ligaments in his feet are, he has a fairly good drop in his foot, too much more than we'd like. So we already have him in a generic orthotic, and he is rehabbing his feet currently. And we'll decide later on, after a couple weeks, if we're going to switch from a generic to a custom piece. And real quick, off of that side note is the supplement of the week kind of thing, or of the every month. Something that I've been focusing on is detoxing xenoestrogens. So xenoestrogens are compounds in the environment that are mostly synthetic, whether it be from plastics and pesticides, like atrazine and glyphosate, and these things that can come into the body, bind to estrogen receptors, and cause disease. So there's some compounds that have been shown in the research to get rid of these things, and they're all found in this detox product right here. Both men and women can use it. So if that's a concern for you, you should call us up and ask questions. Otherwise, thanks.